Hello, and welcome to Knights of Barbarian, we're home of the Hearts of Barbarian.
I did not understand a single fucking thing you just said.
That's because you like men.
The only thing I understand.
Not true.
The only thing I understand.
You understood that?
No, it's not true.
I'm
Yes,
It's not true. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Leave the door open for anybody that wants to come in. Vito the Grey.
Ring.
Crotone. And
Our first
Devin
guest
Deacon Jones is somewhere.
Wolfgang von Odio.
is
We've been wanting you on the show for a long ass time.
That's cool.
yeah.
Thanks.
It's true, man. We really have. We've been wanting you on the show for a very long time to talk all sorts of shit. Evangelion, your artwork.
Oh, do we really want to talk about Evangelion?
Yes,
We're
we
gonna
do want
get
to
Dude, your
talk about
really
artwork is so
fucking
badass.
sad.
Yeah, we can definitely fucking talk Evangelion.
Thank you so much for.
Your artwork is so badass, dude.
Yeah, dude, it really is.
Thank you guys. I've been working really hard on it.
Especially your latest work, dude.
Well, that's the thing. I'm actually starting to. People have been like really coming down on me. Well, not really coming down on me. I talked to this one guy at a Starbucks, right? So this is a funny story. So I talked to this guy at a Starbucks, and he's like, "I draw these like cars and shit." And I was just like, "Oh, okay, cool. Like you draw cars and shit. Like you're really good at it. Like whatever. Like can you teach me how to to print things in like a more productive and like streamlined way?" And he was like, "Yeah, I can. But first, let me tell you, your art is bullshit and." Because you don't like take your own pictures and stuff, and I was just like, but it's a thing. It's kind of like hip hop or whatever, and I'm just like taking stuff and I'm making other stuff out of it, and I'm like, it's transformative, guy. And he's like, no, it's not transformative. You're bullshit, and your art's bullshit. So that like I didn't really want that to bother me, but it really did fucking bother me. So then I was just like, well, fuck him. I'm like a great photographer. I'm just gonna go out and take my own pictures. So I've been doing that. I've been taking pictures all around Houston. And I've been getting really crazy about it. I've been going to like really random places at really random times and just shooting tons of stuff. And I've been making audio pieces out of it, and they look fucking bomb ass. And I'm about ready to show them to the world, but not quite yet.
Dude, I can't wait to see all of your new shit, man, dude.
Thanks.
Dude, your Laceworks arcs are so badass.
Thank you.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to actually be able to actually like hold a piece of whenever you get prints.
Yeah, well, I'll be releasing prints in like right after the new year.
Oh, fucking
Actually,
awesome,
like we just acquired a printer for conventions and
Yeah.
stuff, but I've also found a really great place here in Houston that does really professional grade art prints, and they're going to be doing what we're going to be calling like alpha pieces, like pieces for like high-end collectors, stuff like that. So, and those will also be the pieces I'll be giving out to my friends.
Nice.
Signed pieces. So
Whatever you do, can I purchase
you guys will
one?
get something soon, I assure you.
Can I purchase one, though?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Alright,
Because like what I'm hoping for is to get one of the things that I have saved on my phone is like one of the pieces of that you have with like Goku and Bulma riding through like going down the road, and like there's like bamboo trees just like all going down the road past them. And that's like seriously my favorite fucking like one of my favorite pieces about you, just because like it's so badass just seeing Bulma just go down the road, and she's got her goggles on, and it looks like she's actually like somewhere like I don't know, I don't know, I fucking love it, dude. It's fucking awesome.
I mean, that's just, I'm glad that you attach a feeling to that, man. Because like that just makes me almost want to cry that you get so happy when talking about it, because that's really what I want people to feel like, that these things are existing in our space.
Yeah.
Like we can reach out and like we can touch these characters that we've
created
such a bond with.
Like, have you seen the desktop McCoy, the real McCoy's figures that they have? Like, there's one of like Goku and Bulma on a cycle. Mm-hmm. I can see like it, like that's what I think of whenever I see that picture that I have. I think of that. I think of that figure, and
just
one of
the wind blowing through their hair. And
yeah,
like,
dude.
Like Toriyama was so good at like capturing movement.
He was.
So it's always fun to play with, like whenever I'm doing like Dragon Ball pieces, for example, I always try to find vehicle stuff.
Yeah.
Like stuff where there are mechanics, stuff where there are like mechs going on, because just the way that he drew just the interconnecting parts of a car or an engine is like no one else. Like, no other manga creator was able to, like, do that for me. And I read a lot of mech stuff, man. Like, that's kind of like where I'm at. And he just blew my fucking doors off. So, yeah, that's always, like, really fun to play around with is always try to find like street scenes, traffic scenes, and really it's really kind of neat when you're just like searching Google for things like Tokyo traffic jam, and just like all the weird shit that'll come up.
Yeah,
That's super fun.
it's badass, man. It's really awesome. I'm looking forward to everything that you're about to just throw out to everybody for everybody to see.
Well, I'm excited because it's just been a labor of love, man, and I never expected it to be as popular as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's weird. I think that it's like weird that when you make something and people like react to it and they're very visceral and telling you, like that's fucking bizarre to me. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that.
I don't think anybody ever really does, though, man.
It's uniquely strange. Like when someone like sends you a message and they're like, yeah, this reminded me of this time, and it gave me, like the courage to like do whatever. And you're just like, kid, first off, you poor baby. Like, I'm sorry, like that happened to you. And second, thank you, I guess, because like without you guys, like I wouldn't be doing this
Right.
anymore. Like this would have ran its course in like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It was meant to be like a photo project, but people liked it, and I liked that people were liking it, so I just kept pushing myself to do more with it. And it has to do with anime, man, which
Yeah.
is like one of my favorite things in the world. Like, how could you be sad?
Right? How can you be sad and love so much anime that makes you happy?
I know, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
I've always wondered that myself. It's like, I gotta be so sad, but like everything that I watch makes me so happy. I don't get it.
even the sad things that we watch make us
Yeah.
happy, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was about to say there's plenty of anime that makes you like just want to cry, but while
kinda-
you're
There
watching,
definitely
while you're watching, you're just completely happy. Like I won't finish Steins Gate because I'm tired of watching a certain character die over and over.
You really won't finish the show
I
just
won't-
because
I
it makes
won't-
you so sad?
I won't finish it. Like I have given up on trying to finish it. It's still great in my mind, and I don't have to continuously watch this
Yeah.
one character die over and over and over. So like I know it's there. I love that show, but I won't finish it.
but it's very visceral, isn't it? Like, because those things affecting you, they're affecting you for a reason. Like, maybe a shared experience or like feeling of nostalgia, or maybe like the feeling that you had when you were a child. Like, there are reasons why like fictional characters doing things in fictional space affect us emotionally on such a deep level.
I think it like for this show, it's that I'm relating to the character's pain in itself because the girl, she's always been around since his childhood, and then he starts playing with time and time traveling and jumping back and forth, and because of this, a certain situation, like a certain event, continuously always happens, but in a different way. And it's that main girl that's always been a part of his life, and she's continuously dying over and over.
he has to, like, bear
and
witness
over.
to this.
Yeah, and
First of
he's
all, that's brilliant.
and he's trying to change it each time, but and each and little change that he makes changes the outcome of her death. And at a certain point, I'm like,
But ultimately, she still dies.
she still dies, and like I can't keep getting my hopes up with him while he tries to save her, and it's just like I'm like, I can't keep going. I can't keep going on this journey with this character. Like, I don't even know how this character is still doing this. Like, if it was me, I would have been like probably given up by now. Cause like at the point I'm at, he's already watched her die probably like between 7 and 10 times.
The things you do for love, I guess, man.
Well, it's not necessarily love. It's just like he doesn't love her
this
in
is
that
what,
sense.
Steins Gate?
Yeah, Steins Gate. She's
need
a
to watch this,
major.
like,
Yeah,
immediately.
seriously. She's a major part of his life. she's not like his significant other. She's just a person in his life who helps him be a better person.
And he like just and she dies in front of him several times over and over again.
And he is the one person who
It's like
has
somebody
figured
that's
out
like-
time travel. And in a sense, his ability to affect time is the reason why she's dying. But he's still trying to fix it as long as he can, and it tears him apart mentally, because imagine having 10 different time frames,
Kinda that movie, The
timelines.
Butterfly Effect.
Yes. Like,
It's a very similar something.
and you're also supposed to be the smartest man ever who fucking found time travel. So like it's intense as fuck, and like I just like certain shows
You
like
sold me. You sold me on it.
like Assassination Classroom. I had to finish that shit.
Yeah.
Like I had to finish it because I knew how deep and how sad it was gonna be, but I had to finish it. Like I had to see the characters' growth at the end. This show, I'm like, no, this is too sad. I can't do it anymore.
Did you finally finish Fanscape?
No, I won't finish it. This is what we've been talking about. Is like I can't finish it. I won't finish it. I'm just gonna leave it where it is and love
How far
it.
did you make it?
Huh?
How far did you make it?
I can't remember, but I know I'm like probably like maybe 4 episodes to the end.
Just keep pushing it, man.
I made it halfway, and
finish
I
it.
was like,
Just finish
I was
it and
doing
come
the
back.
crap out of it.
Please.
As I finish it, and come back and tell us what you thought.
But like because it might finish and then I might hate it.
I mean, it happens
fine.
though.
It
Just
does.
Like
fucking
the
That
finish
was
it.
me with ReZero.
Push yourself to finish it.
You ever watch
I
ReZero
cannot make it past episode 8 of ReZero. Fuck ReZero.
Fuck ReZero.
But
Fuck ReZero. I'm not
Lately,
fucking- we're not talking
I've
about
been
ReZero.
watching happier animes. I've been watching like we just started New Game.
New Game is amazing.
Yeah, we were
Game's
like
good.
we're
Except
like 2
for
or
the-
3 episodes in, so like I'm digging it, but like I'm enjoying more of the nicer, just like kind of cutesy animes, but that has great storyline.
Dude, you need to get into like more like of that kind of anime.
Wait
dude.
until
you don't
season
understand
2
how happy,
episode, the last
like,
episode.
those animes make.
And
me.
then I've also been getting into the mech animes, like animes with just robots, like
Just fucking robots, man.
Fuck
Just,
yeah. dude.
Netflix had a weird new
I have a
anime
problem with
called
Netflix, though.
they had like their animation's weird, like
I hate CG animation.
it feels
That's
like
my fucking problem with Netflix anime is the CG animation.
I feel like they
Speaking of
bought an
CGI,
animation
they
studio.
did okay. They did Ajin, Demi-Human.
Yes.
The fucking manga is beautiful as fuck.
See, I love
and then
that
they did a
anime.
CG fucking anime for it. It's like, no,
And
I'm
it's
not
just-
gonna
it's
watch it.
hideous.
You ready for the Godzilla anime?
Fucking
Like,
hideous.
no, I'm not gonna watch the Godzilla anime either because it's gonna be fucking CG
Whoa,
like
wait,
every
actually,
other fucking anime.
wait a second. Hold up. I've been working a lot lately, so I haven't heard about a lot of
DJ
stuff.
Squared.
DJ Squared.
I think
I
they have 3 Godzilla projects in the works. One's an anime.
Fuck me, silly.
Yeah.
That's great. Just as long as Godzilla's still in the lexicon, guys, like that's really all I care about in regards to that. Like,
Yeah.
Just as long as it's cycling through.
to me, as long as there's a Godzilla out there doing what Godzilla's always done, then that genre will truly never die.
Yeah.
There'll
You
always be
watched,
guys like building little sets somewhere. You know?
Yeah.
And that's all I want.
Yeah, you watched Shin Godzilla, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude.
Beautiful is my favorite film of last year. Like, hands down, is the best thing I saw.
I
last year.
just recently, not Aaron, that's not his name.
Dragon
Uh,
Slayer.
Dragon Slayer.
Big Slayer?
Recently told me, like, a few months ago that, like, Ano directed that.
Yeah, he
And
co-directed it, yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
If you watch it, it's really great too. Like,
I had
if you
no
look-
idea.
It's all about bureaucracy, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole goddamn movie is about bureaucracy. It's about like, okay, so there's this monster, but we've got to file Form B-12 in the next 24 hours, and the whole time you've got the Evangelion music just playing in the background, just like little cues and stuff. I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I thought the ending was great, and it's better than anything that Legendary Pictures.
I watched
could
that
ever
shit
produce.
on fucking Facebook Live one day. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, Shin Godzilla.
It's a
oh
killer
shit, this
fucking
is a new
movie.
Godzilla movie. And then I watched it from like a certain point wherever it was, and I watched it all the way to the end. And then they replayed it. They did a playback on it and started playing it again. And I was like, "Oh, this is what happened at the beginning." And then I stopped watching it afterwards. Like, all right, I know where I'm at. Like, I know what happened now.
It's like
Dude,
the new show
that was like
I
a
was
Saturday.
watching.
We own it.
I spent a Saturday in bed staring at my fucking phone watching that movie, dude. It was
It's a magical
fucking
movie.
amazing.
It's like the new show I watched on Netflix was called Ito, and it's about how humans transfer their mind or their consciousness into robots.
That's a cool idea.
It was a cool idea. The story was great. The how they did it wasn't not so great because it was kind of filled with CGI and then not CGI parts because Netflix obviously bought a certain studio that does
make
a
all of
certain
their animes,
certain style, and that's how they're pumping out their anime right now because
hold on,
they have
hold
to be a
on,
part
hold
of the
on, hold on.
anime streaming shit.
Little Witch Academia isn't
Like Seven Deadly Sins is
CG.
good too.
Yeah, Seven Deadly
But
Sins is
that's not a Netflix original.
It's not.
All
Well,
the-
season 2 is though, right?
Season 2 is garbage.
Season 2 of
Of
Seven
what?
Deadly Sins.
No, season 2 is no.
Season 2
Hold on.
Hold
No,
on.
no. Season 2 of Seven Deadly Sins is a small it's more of a filler than the actual second season. It's just like a small little like a little chapter, I guess, that happens within the manga. I guess I haven't read it, but I think the second season that we're actually gonna get is gonna be the full 12 episodes that they were meant to give us.
See, you can tell the difference between Netflix anime and then everybody else.
Wait, so
Netflix anime is like Blom, Ito,
Blom was
Voltron.
good, dude. Blom
was good, but
what
it
was,
was
what was the
also
one? It was like
Gargantia.
and the Verdurous Planet.
Yeah,
there it is. Oh, yeah,
yes,
the first part.
dude, that was fucking
that
good.
was yeah.
That was pretty good.
That was a pretty good one.
For
made a
me
cute
though,
little Figma out
it
of
like
it, dude.
Did you see the
Nice.
Nendoroid? You saw the Nendoroid of her when
I
she
did.
gets the little squirrel on her
Yeah,
fucking thing, dude. I
that's
fucking
right.
have that thing.
Yeah,
dude.
what-
That
what
was
is-
so
what's
cute.
the
It's
squirrel
fucking
called?
amazing.
What's the squirrel called?
I don't remember.
Adorable. Yeah, I almost thought
Adorable
seriously,
is what we'll call it.
We'll just say it's adorable.
Dude, I fucking loved it, dude. And then the Nendoroid is amazing for it. Dude, so
There's some really nice Nendoroids
So-
coming out in the next year.
so Abina-chan is one of those fucking Nendoroids that I want to get, which is Umaru-chan's neighbor for Himoto Umaru-chan. If you ever seen Himoto Umaru-chan, it's an amazing show. I highly recommend it. And then the second season is 3 or 4 episodes in now. But they're making it a Nendoroid, which is Good Smile, who also makes Figma. They're making a Nendoroid of Abina-chan, and I cannot fucking wait to fucking own it, dude. It's gonna be fucking amazing to put it next to my little Umaru-chan that I already have, because it's fucking Abina. She's fucking adorable. And I really hope in the second season that they put a little romance hint between Oni-chan and Abina-chan, and because there's a little fucking chemistry happening there.
Speaking
And
of
I really
ships,
hope
though,
it fucking happens.
How do you
dude.
feel about Alex X Amado?
Fuck.
I've been reading a lot of comments and people are shipping Alex X Amado.
Why?
Just people have been shipping it. How do you feel about that one?
We have no gauge on why people ship the things that they do.
Yeah.
Right? They just do it randomly.
Thanks, murderous clown.
He just went in and it was like he got something on his shirt, and then he looked and he fucking got him. And this crazy clown that's just walking around
Crazy
here.
clowns, man. All over the place.
Have you ever seen that show?
No, I haven't.
Dude, you need to check it out, man.
Sadly, the thing about what I do is I work a lot, and I don't have a lot of time to watch things anymore. I'm a family man,
Yeah.
and I spend a lot of my free time on my own art.
Yeah.
So I don't get a lot of time to watch as much things as I did maybe a few years ago. But I do read a lot of manga. I still keep my manga because I can always throw a manga in a bag.
Yeah.
I can take it with me wherever I
Well,
go. Right now I'm reading Goodnight Poon Poon.
Have you touched Shokugeki no Shoma?
No.
Damn it! Why does no one ever fucking read Food Wars?
I like.
They
I
do.
like-
All the people out there at the party read Food Wars, and no one else does.
Is it the sound that Ling Ling makes while watching Food Wars?
No.
Dude, I'm like,
No, I think he
yeah!
just like slowly comes at his pants as he's fucking watching Food Wars. No.
Personally, in my manga, I look for things that are relatable. I like a lot of slice of life stuff. I like it to be a little bit cute, and I like it to be utterly under the surface of all that very sad and like very tragic. Yes, I feel like I have an audience now. Like,
That's why we get you.
Yes.
and that is
totally fucking us,
that
dude.
is the stuff that
everything that we
inspires
watch.
me. That is stuff
Fucking
that inspires
Onicon,
me.
dude, was when we hit
greatly.
19 plus.
Um,
This time of year, last year, was when we came real
So
close.
hold on. So hold on.
if you haven't read Poom Poom, read Poom Poom. It's beautiful art.
Isn't that old though?
It is kind of old.
I'm gonna
I
look
think
it up.
I've actually watched the anime for it.
Is there an anime? Is there an anime?
I think
for
so.
it? If there is, I have to see that. I had no idea.
Unless I think of something else, but I've watched a bunch of old animes.
So I was.
It's a few years old, yeah, but it's beautiful, man, and it's deeply sad.
I was
It's
going to
disturbing.
ask you, man, if do you want to go to Onicon tomorrow? It's the cheapest day of the weekend, and I.
Are we get kicked out again?
No, we're not gonna get kicked out. But
No.
Would you want to go to Onicon tomorrow
For the one day?
for the one day? Because like one of my favorite cosplayers is there, and I met her here in Houston like a couple years ago, but she's actually here as like a cosplaying guest. So like
I'm down to go.
and it's like the cheapest day. So,
Yeah, sure, let's go.
I want to say let's go to fucking Onicon tomorrow. Onicon is the anime convention in Galveston that's happening this weekend.
In Galveston?
Yeah, in Galveston.
I have been wanting to take pictures in Galveston.
So, and there's a convention that tomorrow's the last day.
So
Last year,
I have to know what I'm doing tomorrow, but maybe.
I said we should all just go together. Just fucking go hit up Galveston, check out the convention, fucking just hang out for the day.
Well, I hope y'all have fun. I'll be at fucking work.
I got work at like 6 in the morning, but it's all right, man. Like we'll do it.
I got work all day, so.
We make otter things. Otter. Did I say otter?
Otter? Like the.
It's fucking great. It's like the animal, like the little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what noises otters make.
But no, yeah. So last year we actually got kicked out of Onicon. I don't know if we
how
told.
did how did that happen?
I don't know if we told the story on the show. Have we told the story on the show?
Times.
Multiple times.
Well, I've never heard the
Yeah.
story.
All right,
So,
I'm gonna tell Wolf the story. All right, so last year was our very first time ever going to Onicon, and they didn't really have a bar or anything like serving beers. So there's a Kroger
Okay.
next door. There's a grocery store next door. So we were just buying 6-packs at like every like hour or so.
right.
And so we're just sitting there just drinking them, and then like we just take them apart, put them in our pockets, and just drink them as we're fucking like walking up to the fucking convention and shit like that. And like towards the end of the night, like we're waiting to go see Rocky Horror, and afterwards we're gonna go to the Hentai Fest. And
I like the way you roll, sir. Rocky Horror and Hentai Fest. That's, you know what? Anytime you want to party, you party with this guy.
all right, dude, awesome.
That's
Dude,
how
I'm
it's
glad
gonna be.
I met somebody else that likes what I like. So we're like, oh fuck it, dude, let's get a little buzz going before we fucking go do Rocky Horror. Like Rocky's always fun whenever you're under the influence of something.
You gotta get a buzz before
you
you go to
gotta get
Rocky
a buzz
Horror.
before
I went to
Rocky.
Rocky Horror last night.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Dude, it's been
Here-
forever
right here in
since I've been to
Houston.
Rocky.
It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. It's really cute. Loved it. That was great.
At the River Oaks Theater?
At the River Oaks Theater.
Dude, fuck. I haven't been there.
My girlfriend used to be in that show.
No shit.
Yeah, well, she was a Transylvanian. But yeah, my bomb is broken.
Oh god. Oh god. We're gonna blow out
Broken
my
bomb. Probably gonna die.
fuck!
My bomb is totally fucking broken.
No, yeah, she was in the theater. She was a Transylvanian, and it's super cute. Like when
Dude,
we
that's
first started
badass.
dating. So I've seen that show about 57 times.
And it never gets old.
it never gets old. It's
Dude, the
great
last
stuff.
time, alright, so one of the most memorable times of watching Rocky Horror when I was tripping, I was with this guy right here, dude.
Nice.
We did like 2 or 3 hits of acid that night,
Oh, fun.
and
Wait, we saw Rocky. We got
yeah,
in.
we
were inside.
No. This was back at the old house.
So we didn't.
No, we didn't go to Rocky. We watched.
We got
at home.
too late.
No, we watched it at home.
We watched it at home,
and we tripped on acid that night.
Oh yeah,
It was
Rocky.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Dr. Frankenfurter's face was
It
jumping
was
off the fucking
Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it was like
fucking 3D TV
Dude,
without
that was
having
the
to have
best-
3D
That was the
TV.
best thing. That's the best. That was the most best Rocky Horror that I have ever fucking seen. Yeah, that's the only way I can fucking
That
say
was-
it. It's
that was, like-
that's the best time that I've ever seen Rocky
That's
Horror.
the same night. That's the same night. I watched Ponyo.
Ponyo, yeah, dude.
I was
Ponyo
watching
that night was
Ponyo
fucking amazing.
while listening to The Doors. Like so, I had my headphones on, listening
Nice.
to Doors. These guys are listening to
You're
it.
one
Watching
that likes to party, apparently.
Yeah, and
I
then-
like the way you guys roll, man.
Then shortly after Ponyo, I sat in the kitchen and stared out of the window at a intergalactic battle happening in the sky with lights. It was just basically colors battling each other in the sky while I was just sitting in the kitchen listening to Horse the Band, just like watching and waiting for the answers to happen. And I didn't get any answers, but I got a lot of questions.
Man, that night was fucking awesome, man. Like, I remember Ponyo was really just like mind blowing for me that night.
It
Just
was
because, like,
mind-blowing.
if you remember the scene where she's running on the water or running on the fish, so for me the fish.
I love that movie.
So the fish
Dude.
for me, dude, were coming out of the fucking
That-
TV
I couldn't
and going on
imagine.
the walls.
And I mean,
Like,
knowing
it was
that film,
amazing.
I couldn't imagine watching it with a head full of acid. Like,
It was great.
Dude, it was amazing.
I couldn't play fucking Tenchu on acid.
Like
Like
did
the
you say
old video
Tenchu?
game. Yeah, Tenchu, the old video game. You know, the old Ninja Simulator? That was too much for me on acid. I was like, oh my god, I gotta put down the Tenchu right now. This is
I kind of want to just like take my headphones off, and like walk over and give you a hug. Just like
I know, because it's like,
I
you
don't know
never know.
anybody else
Who
that knows
fucking
about
knows?
fucking Tenchu. I have a copy of it at my fucking parents' house
It's
right
an amazing
now.
fucking game, sir.
Fuck, dude,
It's
I
before
love
I
it, dude.
discovered Metal
Tenchu
Gear Solid,
Ninja
I was-
Assassin.
Yeah, before
Dude,
Metal Gear.
amazing
it was all about
fucking
Tenchu.
game, dude. I'm about to cry, dude. This is amazing.
Tenchu 2, Birth of the Stealth
Oh,
Assassins.
yes.
One of my favorite games
Fuck
of all
yeah,
time.
dude.
Like, I swear to God, I would have fought
This
people
is
for
fate.
that game back in the day.
This is fate.
Dude, that. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Tenchu. Totally random. I used to smoke pot at this guy's house when I was in high school, right?
Yeah.
And he had a PlayStation, and I hadn't really played games in a while. It's not that I didn't like playing video games. It was just that I was older, and I was kind of like trying to meet girls and stuff. So I was just like over there, and he's playing this game. It was Tenchu 2, and I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, "Yo, is this a fucking ninja simulator?" And he's like, "Yeah, right." And I was like, "This is the dopest fucking thing." And like overnight, I was back into video games, man. It was like that's all you ever had to produce, bro. It was like a ninja simulator. Throw fucking poison rice balls out, distract people with them.
Yes.
Like that was strategy, dude.
Yes.
Like, hell yeah,
Yeah, dude,
And they
like-
brought me back in the gaming like full on. Like I was playing Metal Gear Solid like probably that summer, and having like the best time of my life.
Dude, I have a copy of Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty that I found in a dumpster while I was working at a restaurant.
Was it at the deli?
At the deli, yeah.
Dude,
Dude, we used to find all sorts. Dude,
like,
I got an
all right,
SP.
we were the guys who would have to take out the trash
Fuck this goddamn Sons of Liberty bullshit.
every day.
Did,
Like,
did you not like Sons of Liberty?
No, I love
Okay.
every Metal Gear game.
Okay,
Like, I
'cause
can
that's
just
my
imagine
favorite.
The guy, I can just imagine the guy that was just like, after he beat it, was just like,
No. All right, so the story
Fuck it, I was
behind the
naked.
video games.
go.
So the story behind the video games in the dumpster was there was a game store down like a couple stores down from where we were, and they threw away. Thank you. They threw away like a shit ton of fucking games.
like working games, working consoles, working controllers. So every time we took out the trash at work, we would check the dumpster.
We dumped
So
into
let me,
the,
so
we
let me get
jumped
this
in.
shit straight. So there was a game store, and they were just like, yeah, we got all this shit that we don't really need, so we're just gonna throw
it
it
out.
in the trash. So
Yes.
and then you guys were just happing along like,
You guys are weak sauce.
And he just jumped in there.
Well, no,
Dude, I fucking jumped in there several
That's
times.
not how it happened the first
No,
time.
hold
That's
on.
not how it happened
That's
the
how
first
dreams
time.
You guys think you're so
made,
cool with your video
guys,
games? Imagine
like,
finding
for real.
porn in the back of a store.
What?
That's how dreams are made.
Yeah, like we.
So I found a fucking SP, a navy blue Game Boy SP that's sitting in my fucking drawer right now in the bedroom right now. That's like it's still there, and all it needs is a new fucking screen because that's all it needs, and everything else works. It just needs a screen.
My friends think trying to find porn back in the
Nobody
back of
cares about your porn.
No, we're talking about finding
I care
video
about your
games in the
porn,
trash.
Exactly, I'm finding out finding porns in trash.
You guys want to hear a really weird story about porn? Whenever I was a kid,
I'd love to hear.
Well,
I want to hear about your
brought
first
it up.
erection.
You brought it up.
it was like one of my like first porn experiences as a kid. So all right, so there's this.
You call it one erection.
It wasn't the first. It wasn't my first erection.
I didn't say it was your first. I said one erection.
One erection with all of us. No, all right. So like, there's just like this kid's house that was like around the corner, like around the curve, or like down the street from my house. And behind his house was a shit ton of fields. And down the street from where he lived, like on the other side of the fields, was like the strip center where like there was OM Comics. If you lived in the area, you know about OM Comics.
That's where I bought my first legit skateboard.
Dildo.
Santa Cruz skateboard.
That's where.
First, it was a hookup, but my stepdad convinced me not to buy a hookup because it was gonna piss off my mother.
Hey, speaking of
And
hookup.
hookups made trash boards.
Speaking
too,
of
guys.
hookup,
Really
if
did.
you wanna just.
But
own
I was
one-
13. I was 13. I saw a
Guys,
hookup
the anime
board.
graphics,
Guys,
bro. Like
guys.
the girls licking each other.
I wanted the hot girl.
Guys, if you, I like,
Really?
you can buy a hookup right now from the owner of hookups.
Is he here?
Not here, but like you can go to his website and buy it. Like I know it's like
I was about to
I
be
found him on
damned.
Instagram one day, and
He's
I was like,
still
wait,
making
what the
shit?
fuck? He's still making
What's
shit,
his
dude.
name? What's his name?
His name is starts with a J. Jeremy? No, I don't want to look it up either. I might have to look it up.
Let's look it up.
right, I'm gonna look it up.
Now I've got a fucking.
All right, I'm gonna look it up. So
okay. More
See, I want to get on
on
primitive stuff. Like Paul Rodriguez, he has his own company
fuck
called
that, dude.
Primitive Skateboards, and like you can
Jeremy
get
Klein.
you can get a
Jeremy
skateboard
Klein.
box. You can get a skateboard box. Like they'll send you pants, t-shirts, a deck, grip tape, wheels.
It's fucking nice.
Check it out.
Every
He's got,
month.
He's got a Hatsune Miku fucking board right now.
Dude,
Isn't
I
it?
really do
Like,
think anime
fuck, dude, I
boards
wanna
would
buy
kill
his
the market
boards and
right
just
now.
put it on my wall.
Well,
Anime
because
boards
of
would
the
kill the
whole
market.
fucking aesthetics thing, dude. I'm telling
Well,
you.
most of the skateboarders do watch anime or read manga.
So,
Like,
so back to my first porn encounter. So OM Comics. So OM Comics was the very first place where I actually discovered manga, and that's what got like one of the first steps of getting into anime. What? What?
what'd you find?
He's just getting off on
There's
the
a
anime
Lum Chan one.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh,
Dude,
Fuck.
Jeremy Klein is just killing it with
This
fucking
is
with his board designs right,
beautiful,
dude. Like
dude.
hookups.
Hey man,
Needs
he
to fucking
would
come
be
back
Discussions in the
majorly.
back.
he would be a guy to introduce to the hijinks people.
Probably.
Get a nice little fucking wolf hijinks board, man. That would be sick.
That'd be fucking badass. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I'm gonna start
Dude,
buying
he's
my new
raised the
skateboards from
fucking-
Jeremy.
Dude, I love him. I love him.
Yeah, dude. I found him randomly one day, going through another skateboarding page.
Like hookup
And I was
boards would be
watching
just
videos
This
and
is
then,
like
and
a
then
fat like pool deck too. Like this
Yeah.
is like the deck that I would fucking want if I was gonna buy a deck.
dude,
I
I
think
found
I'm
him
gonna
just
buy
like
it.
just randomly in a video, just him skating. I was like, Jeremy Klein, that sounds familiar. I went to his page and like my mind was just like, what the fuck did I just find? I literally just find the hookups fucking creator. It's like, holy shit.
Jeremy Klein, if you're listening, your shit is tight. bro.
Amazing.
Like fucking
So,
tight.
He actually posted about Super Mario Odyssey, and he was talking about he was more excited about Super Mario Odyssey than he was about Breath of the Wild, because he's a huge Legend of Zelda fan, and Breath of the Wild really wasn't. It didn't have that Zelda feel, he said, which makes me worry because I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet. I'm saving.
See,
up
I'm
to-
excited about
to buy a Switch to play Breath of the Wild.
the new Rayman on the Switch. That's what I'm excited about.
It's not
That's-
new.
It's still gonna be a new game.
But
It's new to the Switch, but it's not new at all.
But the
But
whole thing is, like-
Rayman itself is gonna be a fucking classic. My bad. Sorry.
Anyways, first porn encounter, somebody had like thrown away some porn magazines behind his fence, and one day he broke through the fence and reached back there and into the thorn bushes and found pornographic material, and that was my first porn encounter.
Honestly, I thought this was the story about how
Yeah, nobody was like that. That was just we fucking just went away from what we were talking
I
about.
thought this was the story about how ISO found or had that. You remember that weird abandoned car that had the trunk full of just like pornography?
Pornography?
Yeah,
So there was an abandoned car with a trunk full of porn.
yeah. Like this was a story that we had with ISO
I'm
while he was
intrigued.
doing my tattoo on my ribs.
Nice.
Like I was on a speaker and he was talking about how like they used to sell porn out of like this dude. Like they knew this dude who had a car, abandoned car, full with just like it was a trunk full of porn, and they used to sell porn out of it. Like I don't know why or how they found it. They just did. I guess you don't remember that
I don't
story.
remember, dude. I got really high that night whenever you were getting your fucking side tattooed.
Yeah, like y'all got stoned.
I
as
got
fuck.
fucking super high, so I don't remember.
I was just in pain, and I couldn't really smoke because I was on a speaker that was on top of two chairs.
I remember, like, I remember a lot of times in that house just getting super stoned. Several times.
Painting, man.
Painting. It's the first time I ever met Bro was at that house. If you're familiar with, like, the graffiti artist Bro.
I think that was the first night I met him too. Was it the night he was doing the Frankenstein character?
Yeah, like this big ass head that he was doing, like, at the end of the wall. Like,
Yeah.
towards that, yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like
Yeah.
kind of drinking and smoking and like getting in the groove and just like kind of not really talking to anybody, but
Yeah.
was just like really into his Frankenstein, and like you could tell like there was a point into it where he didn't know what else to do to it, but he had to finish it because it wasn't quite done, but he had to finish, and then he just like as he was doing the finishing touches, he was just progressively getting more and more pissed off because he was fucking it up.
Yeah.
And he just gave up, covered it up, and like put a throwy over it.
Yeah. So the second time I ever met Bro,
That's crazy.
I was with Trauma, and we were at the playground. And the playground was a place that we used to actually be able to go to and just paint, like, carefree.
You met
No.
Bro before the playground.
I know, but the second time. I'm talking about the second time. And at the playground, you could just, like, paint whatever the fuck you want. No cops, nothing. It was a legal ground for you to just paint calmly whatever the hell you wanted. And so it was me and Trauma. We were fucking, or Trauma and I, if you want to be correct. And, well, that happened. He just came by. He was fucking sitting there, sipping on a 40 or some shit, and he was like, "What do you, man? What do y'all want? What are y'all painting? What's your name?" And we told him our names and shit. He's like, "Man, y'all look familiar." I was like, "Yeah, no, I met you at Isol's house." He's like, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I met you at Isol's house. You're painting on his little like legal wall that he had, his little personal wall that he had." He's like, "Shit, man, I don't remember that night. I was really drunk when I got there, and I got really drunk afterwards." So, I remember because like he was giving me some pointers on like doing certain fucking like little bubbles, but like to where they fade in but they have that solid point in the middle, but they look like they're fading out of the fucking painting and shit. And he was just sitting there just like giving me little pointers and shit like that. We smoked like 2 or 3 blunts afterwards and just chilled. I met a shit ton of good fucking writers at that fucking playground, dude. Like I met Kicks, I met Reason, Pior. I met Color. Color is the owner, is one of the tattoo artists at Rose Anchored Tattoos in Katy. I
haven't met
like
Color yet.
I met a shit ton of fucking people at that playground, dude. It was fucking awesome. Like it was badass. Me like going out there and painting. Now, we can't paint. You can't paint there anymore. Last time I was going up there.
That's unfortunate, man.
I know.
Well,
It sucks,
the
dude.
reason why you can't paint there is because some kids got on top of their some kids or some people
Dude, they
got on
fucking-
top of the roof and then
It's not even
started
that,
stealing
dude.
copper through the roof.
No, dude,
And
it's not
shit.
even fucking that, dude. There's people that broke into the fucking buildings. Like there was a school where they did the concealed handgun licenses.
Yeah.
And they broke into the fucking thinking they could fucking steal guns from them and shit. Like
What?
it was all they did some really fucked up shit. So it
Wow.
really just ruined everybody doing a bunch of shit. Just it just built up and just fucked it up for everybody.
Wow.
So it made it to where a bunch of people couldn't even fucking go paint there anymore. Like last time I was gonna go up there, it was my homeboy's birthday, and he got arrested for painting up there on his fucking birthday. Him, Pior, and Reason got fucking arrested for painting up there. And I was up there, going up there with fucking bag of weed and shit, waiting to fucking go smoke them out and shit, because it's his birthday and shit, you know? And I saw all these fucking cops up there. I was like, this doesn't fucking look right. So I called him. I was like, dude, there's a shit ton of fucking cops over by the Casa Olay. What's going on? He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. And they came around the side, and they just fucking busted him. It was really fucked up, man. Like, it was really, really fucked up.
I liked that spot. That was a great spot.
It was a chill ass spot, dude.
It was one of the chillest spots that you could paint at, because like it was literally just like behind a bunch of stuff that was busy as fuck, but there would never be anybody behind there. And it was
sucks
great.
to lose spots like that, man. It sucks to lose spots, because those spots are like special little sacred places after a while, you know.
Like, especially since Houston doesn't really have any like nice spots to go to just to paint.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, unless
You
you're
go
painting
home,
at
you're
home, like, or like there's no other places outside of your house.
Okay.
And that sucks.
There was a spot that we found. It's like an abandoned train yard, kind of downtownish. I took some photographs there. Don't exactly know how to get there. Though.
Is it like off Hempstead? Like off Hempstead Road? If you go really far down Hempstead Road going towards I-10, there's like a train yard that goes that's next to like an overpass. And there's a shit ton of fucking trains there.
But there were no trains. It was just like a dilapidated structure.
Outside of U of H.
Outside of U of H?
It's so if you're going.
Oh, so off of Spur 10, like off Spur 5.
It's kind of where the train goes over that hill.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I've driven past there. I've seen all the trains that are parked there normally.
See, that's a graffiti artist for you. He's driving. He watches trains.
Yeah, I do. I almost got in a wreck the other day coming home from the brewery because there's a shit ton of trains, and I was just like, holy shit! Oh fuck! There goes fucking da 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 da. And I was just sitting there,
like this shit
like,
happens to me all the time. Like,
shit.
I'll be driving and like I'll see somebody.
Dirt. Oh shit!
Somebody's hit a spot like on the side of the road on like a legit spot. Like
I fucking stare at it. I can't help it but fucking stare.
I just
to see
like
what they
turn,
fucking painted. You know?
Stare.
I can't help but appreciate what they fucking painted.
Every time like we'll be stuck in front of a train. I'll always be like, "Hey, man, like just chill out. Man. We might see some good art."
Yeah.
You never know. You know.
Dude, so off Hempstead Road, my parents used to have a church there. It's not there anymore. They tore down the building and expanded.
Excuse me, they used to have a church there?
Yeah. All right, so I'm the son of a pastor.
Okay.
My dad's been preaching for like 25 plus years now.
Right on.
And he has a church somewhere off Pinemont in like 290 area.
Excellent.
They used to have a church off Hempstead Road, and I would sit outside like on Sunday mornings when the train would pass by, and I would just sit there and just watch the trains just pass by and just look at everything that was on there, and then like I would just leave afterwards and just go fucking write on everything that I could. I always had a marker. I always had a Sharpie. Always, dude.
That's how you can always tell. It's urban artists, I guess. Man. Like really, what is urban art? What is an urban artist? We kind of get off on train yards and like weird industrial dilapidations and things of that nature.
Yeah.
It's just like in general, there's like seeing it and like, you know what? That's it. That'd be a great spot to spend like a few hours in. But like most people like, oh my god, like they should tear that shit down.
Yeah,
and then our head be like, you know what? That's a good afternoon. You know?
That's a great backdrop for photography or a canvas for graffiti or.
Most people see tetanus.
I know a lot of good spots around
like,
town where you can take some really good fucking pictures.
Well, maybe we should spend an afternoon.
Like spend like a Saturday afternoon
I'll
just driving around all over fucking Houston.
What type of pictures are you looking for? Are you looking for like industrial, or are you looking for more like
everything?
Your urban,
basically,
or
it's
just like
the rules are
your gutter type pictures?
It's places around Houston that I find interesting or pretty or aesthetically pleasing.
Are you doing color, black and white?
I'm doing color.
Color?
Yeah.
Hey man, I remember you making a post about how you were colorblind.
I am colorblind.
That really tripped me out. Because like everything that you've been doing in color has really been like, it really fucking just like kind of like blew me away. Because
Like, how does-
you
how
used
does-
to do
how
you
does
used
that-
to do green with the black and white, like the Bulma going down the bamboo trail. But and then you've been doing this one chick who I don't know what she's from, but she's like half-eyed with the ponytails. She reminds me of
That is actually from
Miko
this-
Yazawa, which is right there. Like, and she reminds me of that because of the ponytails, but the pigtails. But like,
The name of that manga is Dead Dead Demons Dead Destruction, and it is amazing.
okay.
Wait, was the stutter?
You're
Was the
gonna
stutter
need to text that to
important?
me.
The stutter was on purpose, right?
Yeah, you're gonna need to text that to me.
It is amazing.
I feel like I've seen it before, but at the same time, I'm not sure.
It is by Asano Ino, and it is beautiful. It's the same person who wrote and illustrated Goodnight Poon Poon. It's kind of funny. It's about basic premise. You've got a group of girls in high school. They're living their mundane lives, and
Hey, don't molest her. I'm watching you.
and aliens. One
Don't
day,
molest her.
aliens one day show up over the skies of Tokyo and just kind of hover there and do nothing. And all this hoopla happens around the lives of these very mundane, ordinary, average girls. And that is one of the girls. I love her. Like, she's super cute character. She's fun to mess with. And it turns out, like, anytime I do, like, a test of something,
Yeah.
I'll use her as a subject for, like, whatever reason.
Oh,
I think it's
nice.
because her lines are so
So
cute.
how does
Yeah.
being colorblind go with doing art? Like, how's that work for
Well, I've never seen colors.
you? So it's just natural for you. So, but it looks different for us.
Exactly. I think
interesting.
I think
Yeah,
the way
like
that
that's what I'm trying to like.
the way that I
down
interpret
to.
everything is in tones of gray. But if I see
okay.
something that's yellow, based on the shade that it is, I can identify it as being yellow.
Yeah.
See, like for me
It
as
is based
an
on,
artist,
like-
I like to see things as black and gray. So contrasting colors, like almost like a
Exactly.
black and white photograph.
It will based on the gradation, like like the
Maybe
further
that's why
up
I'm
in the sky.
bad with
Say you're
color.
taking a picture. Say you're taking a picture of a power line. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be lighter in the middle of the photo, and as it goes up toward the top, as it expands, it's gonna become darker. So I play around with those shadings.
Mm-hmm.
I can't necessarily see what those colors are,
So
But I
they're
can
just
tell
like
by
different
the-
shades of gray.
by the depth and the richness of it, kind of an approximation of what it is. So if my colors seem off, if they seem a little too bright or muted, that's usually why. But in a way, that kind of adds to my.
So
own
do you think
thing.
it helps to your own
Yeah, I
own
think
type
it-
of artistic
I-
style?
I think
since
because-
that you're basically in your head you're working with a lot of grays, but they're actual colors.
I think it adds to it in the sense of I don't think you would be able to reproduce that.
Yeah.
In those weird, maybe incorrect color patterns, I think is just kind of part of my style at this point.
And it adds to it.
It's like my footprint, And the reason why it's that way is because, well, I can't really see those colors. I'm just sort of guessing based on how I see things in the world, how I see the sky, how I see the grass.
It's
how I
actually
see the trees.
really, really interesting, especially when it comes to photography, because you say you do color photography. Like I'm a man of black and white film photography. Like that's the type of stuff I love. I would
love
rather
black and white
I
film.
would rather be in the dark room than spending any amount of time on a computer trying to edit a picture. I'd rather be burning than dodging or like smashing two fucking negatives together to get one picture. Like I'd rather be doing that type of thing. So like when you say you do color photography, that's actually kind of interesting for me because like I kind of see the world through like a black and white viewfinder, and like when you do art in color, it's really interesting because like for you it's one thing, but for everybody else, it's something completely different. And that's an interesting story between just the way that you perceive the art and then how like the actual viewer is perceiving the art, because you're the artist and you don't even really see what it really is, and then we do.
For me, it was all about evoking an emotion anyway. But I think more than that, it was about creating something that instantly resonated with people. Two things.
Is that why you stick with a lot of the manga inspired type of art, because it's very bold lines, you can't lose the image or what it's supposed to mean, and then when you add what you perceive as colors into it, it kind of changes the feeling on both perspectives, because you feel something by looking at it and we might feel something completely different.
Still going?
Yeah, we're still going.
When I first started doing these things, I was in a really weird place, to say the least, and those images as black and white images in a color-filled world, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel, kind of passing through life.
See, like the type of art I love doing is the over-exaggerated, almost overly edited stuff. Like you can tell it was made on the computer, but it also kind of invokes a feeling just by looking at it, almost like an abstract, overly edited photo with a lot of different colors. But like the way you perceive the colors themselves, the way that you do your art, is really interesting to me, because like you instantly feel something because of the solidness of it, and then the rest of it kind of changes as it goes for everybody, because what we see isn't going to be what you see. And that's the thing I love about it, because like I would actually love to see your art the way that you see it, not the way I may see it.
It's just a black and white photo to me.
Just a black and white, like.
But there is a reason. I mean, there's a reason. And now I've done like full color pieces at this point. But when I first started, it was definitely more about saying, this is what depression looks like to me. And that's where it all really just started.
Just gray tone.
Yeah. It was like, I am this. I don't feel like I really fit into this. But here I am in this plane, and it somehow all makes sense.
Have you thought about working with strictly just grays and see how that turns?
No, I've always been a person that liked to play with color, even though I can't necessarily see it. I've always enjoyed painting and illustrating in full color. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm always up for the experimentation of it, you know. And I think maybe that's why it comes off the way it does, because I'm not really limited by any kind of structure.
I think I
just sort of
I actually think that you've grown over your limitations, because you started. What happened? You started with the limitation of not being able to see color, so you already grew past it, so that technically there is no limitation, because you're already past your limitation in itself.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you've got a point. I mean, I never saw it as a limitation.
Just the way that you perceive the world and the way you perceive your art is fascinating to me.
Thank you. I've never seen it limited. It's just the way that it is.
Well, because I'm not saying it's limiting. I'm saying that you've grew past it instantly, because it was already a born-in limitation.
I think that it's very uncanny for someone who can't see or perceive most color to be a visual artist in any medium.
I would be interested to see how you...
The Navy wouldn't let me join the Navy because I couldn't, because I was colorblind.
Yeah.
So, like, how could I ever expect to be an artist? But, yeah, it's kind of like you said, I figured out a way around it.
It'd be interesting to see...
There are color charts that I use.
How that would, like, transition to, like, the cinema world.
Well, I actually... up until last year, I was studying film with the hopes of actually making movies.
Movies?
And that's definitely something. When I first started doing audio as a project, and it became something that I felt could you can make something out of, maybe had a little bit more potential than just your run of the mill. When I saw that it was building an audience, I guess I should say, that was the first thing I thought of was, well, if I can make this work, then perhaps I can put that money into bigger projects such as films, and I could find myself in a position where I could create whatever film I want to create without anyone telling me no.
What type of film would that be?
I don't know, probably something very perverted that really, stretch the
If you could relate it to something, or like and give it some type of feel, what would it?
I want to make
like?
Dune.
Like a Doom?
I want to make Dune. Like I want to make Jodorowsky's Dune.
The one that they did with like the third person view, not the third person, the first person view, with like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, or do you want to do like a completely original Dune, almost like the video game?
I want to do like Jodorowsky's. That's how I'm pronouncing his name correctly, right? Jodorowsky. I want to do his Dune. I want to get to such a place where I can afford to make that crazy fucking movie.
How much money you need?
Oh God.
He's like $8. I'm good.
What's your budget?
Like
What's your budget?
It would probably be the most expensive film ever made, honestly. But I want to do it, and I also said that if I ever got to a place where I could make a film, I would make a live-action Evangelion film.
Ooh.
In the vein of the anime, not trying to Americanize it using the same music, the same.
Would you be using
everything.
mostly CGI, or would you be building your actual props?
Oh, dude, it would be there would be CGI mixed with actual creature features.
Like almost like
What
a
I-
Ridley
what-
Scott
what I
type
suggest-
feel.
Yeah, Ultraman all the way.
Like
baby.
anytime that you do anything anime and make a movie about it, no, fuck that. You don't have the time frame to make that a movie. You need a TV show, like style. You need episode.
That's true. Like I don't know if you have
Got a
the
good
actual like that's one thing that
Because I mean, like
you
got a
can't
point, sir.
that's one thing that you might not be able to transition like an anime show into
Like
a
on-
fucking movie.
like on topic. Like imagine Stranger Things as like a movie.
a 2-hour
Fuck
movie.
that!
A
No
2-hour movie,
way!
yeah,
Now imagine Stranger Things is like an anime, and how you need to convey everything that happened in that. You need a 30 episode like plot, even though it is like a 10. Now it's at 20. Season 2 came out, all that shit. But like, you need that like huge scape to make it. So I would not limit yourself with getting a movie done. I would limit yourself. I would like to. With your art style, I would say look at you making a movie like a movie anime, I guess. So if you have a really good concept for you're saying Doom and how Doom like is so fucking huge.
No, Dune.
Oh, Doom! I said Dune. I said Doom
Not
the whole
Doom.
time.
I was like
Doom.
I was thinking Doom too, man. I was thinking Doom.
No. I mean
Okay.
Dune. Dune, like,
Okay.
like Dune, like sand
with
dunes.
the dude
Same
from The
dudes.
Office. Who was that? Or come on, talks. No, did you watch The Office? The very end guy,
Which
Robert California.
Which Office?
Not English. Robert California.
The British
Who's that?
Office?
English. American. Sorry.
When you say English, I'm
English.
like British.
That's kind of both of us. Oh no. We've gotten to a big.
I don't know, but you're living in the time of now, man. Hollywood is starting to pick up anime movies, live adaptations. Like J.J. Abrams is doing, what was it, Love Live? Yeah, I think J.J. Abrams is doing Love Live. Like, hey, man, you can get the monies from Disney.
I would say that people would have more respect for your whatever you want to make if you make it longer instead of just a movie.
I would
Unless
agree.
you have the perfect act 1, 2, 3, that's the best movie I've ever saw kind of shit. But if you have like intricate details that you need to like like preface
That's why
throughout.
I think that's why the
everything.
production companies are investing into trilogies now. They're investing into multiple
Trilogies
movies.
work for like 9 hours of stuff, I guess.
You have to think about it. The Marvel universe, they're investing into multiple movies that go together.
So for in that aspect, you would have to make like you get one character. I haven't seen Dune, but you get one character from Dune and just throw him in the Dunescape, I guess to say.
You want a Dune universe?
I don't know if I want a Dune universe. I just want to
No,
make
hey,
the
wait.
craziest fucking movie of all
It's
time.
called the Duneverse.
Duneverse.
There it
The
is.
Duneverse.
We've done it. We've made
Look, man,
the pilot to your show.
I do not want to work with Hollywood, though. That's like one thing that I've been very adamant about. I don't want to work with corporate entities, and I have no interest in working with.
Okay.
Well, nowadays you can
I want, if I do anything,
crowdfund something,
if I do
man.
anything like that, I would have to fund it myself, like. Because ultimately I'm insane and I need to have total control
Well,
over it.
like I want to kind of devil's advocate you, but like you don't want to work with corporate. But I mean, you
They're gonna tell me no.
kind of have to.
Hey man, you can be the next Todd McFarlane.
They're gonna tell me no though, and I'm gonna be like, I don't want.
Hey man, they're telling Todd yes to everything right now. They got a Spawn reboot with Todd McFarlane saying he has say in everything.
Really?
He has total say in absolutely
That gives a guy hope.
everything.
That gives a guy hope.
You can be the next
Because,
Todd.
Man,
What if he goes like, I want him to have gray eyes, not green? No, Todd, you fucked up.
Hey man, like he could be like Toriyama and just do whatever the fuck he wants.
Fucking, I don't remember. Were they green? Were they
Toriyama forgets.
gray? Were
Maybe
they?
like what? Todd's getting old too, man. He could
Were they
forget him. Like,
there?
you know what?
I mean,
Spawn. You know what? Uses his blood as his weapons. It's not his cape.
in Toriyama's defense, he has legendarily stayed up for like a week straight illustrating. You know, like I'd forget shit too. I forget shit doing the laundry. You know?
I forgot if this was my beer. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
see,
forget.
sometimes-
all the
Sometimes I
time.
forget how I drove home. So like,
Hey,
it makes sense.
So like what character might have like shorter hair or longer hair? He's like, does it really matter, guys? Come on.
Hey, it matters if it's a
Like,
distinctive change. You
it
know,
so
like
matters.
it's like if Toriyama forgot.
Yes, I
how
forgot the name
Ultra-
of the turtle. Okay.
Like if he forgot, like Kame House was called Kame House and decided to name it fucking Mame House.
It's Taco Bell now. Like, fuck! No, you did it wrong. But he's like, no, and then all the fans have to be like, no, because he ran out of money, so he had to make a Taco Bell
like, he
franchise on
decided,
his
like,
island.
Ultra
He sold
Instinct-
only like turtle shell tacos. That's
Ultra
what he
Instinct
sold.
doesn't have
Oh, I found it.
silver like
Oh,
black
God.
hair. It's just gold hair.
I would watch 26 episodes of that right now. The Taco Chronicles.
Master Roach is around. We need like 94 more, and like some girls like, what else do you want?
Hey, you wouldn't even get 26 episodes first season. You'd get 12. Fucking shit's pissing me off lately. They've been doing 12 episode first seasons.
How is this a thing? How is this a thing that is even... You're supposed to get 26 episodes of anime. That's
Not
a season.
12. Yeah, not 12.
That's a season.
I think I'm looking at it
12's
like
bullshit.
this.
12's bullshit.
No, because I'm agreeing with you. You need 12 like fall winter, and you need 12 like spring summer.
How many episodes of Attack on Titan do we get? in the second
40
season?
something.
No, like
Maybe
the
50?
season itself. The
This is second
seasons.
season.
Second season was.
I don't have my phone.
Because I
Shit.
remember feeling very like, really, that's it?
pull out
Because the first season ended so fucking well. You were just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
a cracking
like-
in the wall, and you're
Yeah,
like, whose
yeah.
eyes are those?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a little
Like,
creepy now.
I don't know who decided 12 episodes is a season now.
Yeah,
but,
that
like,
was bullshit. Because 12 episodes in, I'm just starting to crack into it. I'm just like, yeah.
yeah,
all
you've
right.
opened your third beer on that
Yeah,
episode, and
yeah.
you're like, wait, what about a six pack? Hey,
Bring it back.
I don't agree.
Bring it back. Bring it back home.
See, that's like that's why I'm pissed off. Like, Restaurant to Another World, they took a break. They're not a part of the fall season.
Did they just get a call out whenever they want? All right, there's a few. You
I
guys
need
want to
more
go to
episodes.
Hawaii
I
for a
need-
little
I
bit?
need- I need more than-
All right.
12, 15 episodes of something before, like, I'm satisfied enough for a break.
And then you look at like the bigger ones, like Naruto. He got like 700 episodes.
I've already
There's
watched
so
it.
many goddamn episodes.
Yeah, there's filler, but I mean, like, still, like, I can go and be like, there's 700 episodes of
I already
this
watched
show.
it, man. I already watched my
No,
filler
but
show.
I'm saying, like, yeah, that's what, like, but then, like, now they're only at 12, and you're done, so we're gonna
How
snip
many
you.
episodes of One Piece are there? How many?
I have no idea.
A
There's
billion?
like- yeah.
There's a billion episodes.
I
of
think,
One
let me
Piece.
check.
There's too
My
many.
phone
There has to be
says there is a
fucking
billion.
billion.
I still can't get past episode
Like-
1 or 2 of
Like,
One
like,
Piece.
if I were to say tonight, if I were to go, all right, here we go, I'm going to start watching fucking One Piece. I would be watching that show for something like 22
We
goddamn
wouldn't
years.
see. Yeah, we wouldn't see
before
you
I
for
got
40
before I even
years.
caught up to like anywhere close to where they're at now, and then I would have to continue watching. I would never catch up.
And you
I
just
would
walk up in like the
never be
wrong
there.
like cosplay, and they're like, "Come on, now it's like 9 seasons ago," and you're like, "Why is your voice weird,
my
Kermit?"
my girlfriend actually caught up on all of Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball Z, all of Dragon Ball Super.
And it only took me 3 years.
Well, it didn't take you. It
2 years.
didn't take 2 years.
I like how you're checking your watch. It only
It didn't
took
take
me
2 years. It
fucking-
took a-
I
it
don't
took a
know why I
minute,
have
but,
this
like-
watch. It's not a watch. It's my wrist hair that grew out the whole time.
But like, yeah, I need some episodeage, man. Like, I need to get deep in these
Like,
shows.
but honestly, like, all right.
I
So
wish
think
I had
about
more time to just
how you
watch
get, like-
anime, like I used to.
Like, I have a time period like between like 1 o'clock and maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing anything
But binge watching
Like-
shows.
except for trying to get to sleep. So me trying to get to sleep is
See,
me watching a bunch
see,
of
that's-
shit.
Years ago, I watched a documentary about Miyazaki. And
About music,
Miyazaki.
like elevator music.
No, Miyazaki. Like the
Oh, Mizaki. I thought you said music.
Ghibli boy.
and I was like, why is he so fucking pissed off, man? Like all the time. Why is he so moody? And now I understand. I understand why he's so moody because he's a creative person, but he has to manage a life. He's a dad, you know. He's got a wife. He's got a house. He's got teams of people that he has to like
I mean,
micromanage. I can understand now, like growing up and being like, oh goddamn, you know, I've got this thing that I do, but I've also got all these things I have to take care of. Yeah, man, I'm a crotchety bastard.
Like,
I've gotten there. I'm
like,
there.
for
Like,
me-
I understand not having enough time in the day, but
It's
like
awful.
for me, like
I still
anything.
make sure I have enough time to decompress and watch something with my mind kind of off. Like my anime, like it's the time
I
that like
try.
I decompress. Like I don't play video games.
I have to be very picky, though. I have to be very choosy.
And see, like I'm very choosy too. My girlfriend fucking knows how choosy I am about my anime. But like I don't play video games. Video games takes too much time. I produce music. I draw. I do art. I do tattoos. Like I do all kinds of different fucking weird shit.
Nice.
It occupies a lot of time. So like that little section of time every day where I have anime to watch is like that's my decompression time.
That's your time where you're.
That's-
I wish I got more of that.
Like-
I really do. So
Like
hard
I
to
do
get.
See, like,
read
alright,
stuff
alright.
too, but like my anime is my
so
decompression.
the thing with like, all right, back to your like Miyazaki thing, where he just like he does that, but he's a dad. He's this, so he has to do this, right? So for you have a job, right?
Yeah.
And during your job, you do your job, but when you come home, then you do your hobby. For his job, he does his hobby.
Yeah.
All right, so now,
But like I
Do you
still
remember-
have my hobbies.
do
Like
you
I
remember,
still
though,
like,
do
I
you
still have to
remember,
take
like-
time out of my day to make music. Like I still have to make
no,
sure
you're
I
still-
do
no,
that.
you're taking time out. That's not what I'm saying. Like, you're not taking time out of like, yeah, you're taking time out of your day, but what you need to do is flip flop your hobbies with your work, or almost like fuse them together and just be like, this needs to be what I do. But at the same time, do you remember being like the third month in like summer where you're just like, God, I kind of want school to start again. You know, where you're just like, fuck, I want to see like Trevor, he's funny, and like all that dumb shit where you're like, I want to go back to work. All right, imagine being Miyazaki making movies for like 20, 30 years where you're just like, where's Trevor? Jesus Christ!
Where's
I'm
the
doing all
next
my fun
movie?
shit right now. I hate summer break. Ah, that's where I don't know how to make that equation work, but I understand it, and you're just like, fuck.
What? Wrap it up?
Yeah.
Wrap it up?
We're wrapping it up.
We're gonna wrap it up.
All right,
over,
K
I'm
Night.
outta
Well, where can we find you? Where can we find you?
Plug it up.
Plug it up, man. Plug it up.
Okay, I'm gonna plug it up, guys.
I gotta close things.
You can find me at Audio Art. Just type in Audio Art.
Oh my god, that's the
One word.
closest I've ever been in my case ever.
Into
Fuck you.
into any search browser.
How do you spell it?
Oh my god.
ODIO.
ODIO? Okay.
All right.
That's like a hashtag that's been going around. I didn't start that hashtag.
Hold on. Wait. Somebody started a hashtag for you?
Middle school students started a hashtag.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it was weird.
Dude, that's really
one day
fucking
we're just
weird.
laying in bed. We're laying in bed one night, and Morgan was like, "Hey, I found your hashtag on Twitter," and I'm like, "I don't hashtag shit ever." And she was like, "Oh, well, someone has," and yeah, it was just a few. It wasn't like a lot.
Hey
of
man, once
That's
those middle
crazy,
school
dude.
kids get older, they turn into high schooler kids, and then those high schooler kids turn into college kids, and those college kids turn into
yeah.
adults.
Turn into business associates.
If you want to look at my art, I would just Google Audio Art. It'll take you to my Tumblr. My Tumblr is also Audio Art at Tumblr, and Audio Art at Facebook.com. And
Cool,
just
man.
Go to any of those places. You
Hey,
can
man.
find me. And you can chat with me, and I'll chat with you, and I'll just be like, "I love you, man," and I'll get real weird with it.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, it might
Anybody
turn
wanna-
into like me sending you pictures of food and stuff. I'll get really weird with
No
it.
nudes. No nudes.
It
No
sounds
nudes,
like you
I-
need to text me. No. So before we close out, man, I want to say thank you for coming on, man. I've been wanting
Thank
to have
you.
you on the show for a very long time.
No, thank
and
you.
I want you on the show regularly because I realize that you're exactly like us. And
Aw.
you deserve to be on the show more often.
Well, thank you for saying that. And we live in the same city, so that can happen.
So you just come over. We're
Okay.
here until next May.
I'll just come here and hang out with you guys.
Dude, totally.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. Come
Every
smoke,
Thursday.
It was
Come-
great talking.
come smoke some
this is
pot.
so fun.
Come fucking record. Come drink.
I
Just
like
come
doing
fucking
that.
hang out, dude.
But
It
thank-
was amazing having you.
Thank you for having me over to your Halloween party. And
Dude,
thank
you're
all
welcome.
Oh
you
yeah, we didn't even
Yeah.
mention we're at a
Fuck yeah.
Halloween
Welcome
party.
to
today.
Halloween
And,
Party
yeah, so this
2017.
is the so to the to the camera.
Oh,
This
hey,
is
buddy.
the Halloween special.
So I'm gonna go
Happy
Camera's-
Halloween, I guess.
Is it spooky? We don't
and
know.
we're out. Follow us on Twitter at KOH Podcast. Follow us on Facebook at KOH Pod CST. Everywhere else, KOH Podcast. If you're in Japan, we have a PSN Japanese account. That's KOH Podcast JP. KOH Podcast JP. All fucking one thing. If you're in Japan and want to play fucking games with us, we got Under Night going. We got all sorts of shit going. We'll soon be Destiny in Japan soon.
What?
So like, we're fucking do it, man. Yeah, dude, we're gonna play Destiny with Japan.
Oh, you guys are gonna get fucking destroyed.
Dude, I'm gonna.
Don't worry.
So no, we gotta close her out. Close her out.
Close her out.
All right, DJ Squared.
Vito the Grey,
Ling Ling.
Crotone.
and our special guest that we love so much.
Wolfgang von Odio.
Follow him everywhere that he said. And thank you to New Media for the fucking visuals. Our very first fucking visuals because of New Media. Thank you. Follow them. Subscribe. Everything. Fuck them in the asshole sideways like fucking Jesus does to Christ.
Whoa.
Good night.
Whee!